I believe I'm not the only person seeing the handwriting on the wall. I can be. It is so plainly evident right now. Europe is under attack, and the attacker? Diversity, their so-called strength, also the religion of peace, and a host of other foreign stuff. Each of these issues is more deadlier than the other, but let us focus a little bit on diversity for now. For years, politicians and media elites have told the West that diversity is their strength. But what they won't admit is that diversity without integration leads to division. A society only works when people share a sense of belonging to the same flag, the same values, the same rules. You cannot build unity on constant fragmentation. What makes a country strong isn't how different its citizens are. It is how united they are in purpose and loyalty. Let's take a look at this shocking video. Shocking to many people, but not shocking to me, okay, because I know this is happening. The video shows a man rampaging through the streets, damaging cars and attacking bystanders. Thankfully, he was later restrained by multiple police officers, and yes, multiple police officers. People are asking, how could this happen in the middle of an European city? But I, on the other hand, saw this coming. Take a look.
Che è successo?
Si è messo là in mezzo alla strada, ma non si capisce quale motivo.
Il motivo è che qua gli permettono di fare troppo a questi qua.
Eh sì, solo che è arrivato qua lo sceriffo che se la prende con i vigili perché l'ha spruzzato qualcosa in faccia per immobilizzare.
Sì,
Sì.
Noi facciamo bene noi a Napoli. Ora mi che pigliate a Totorrina. Che asciutto salvati.
Liberal soy man. The number one reason Europe is the way it is today. The destructive influence that is tearing apart every molecule of saneness in Western nations. Liberals, the bane of the West's existence. This societal plague was pepper sprayed by the police as a way of neutralizing him until more police officers arrived. But this pathetic soy boy had to play the Good Samaritan in this kind of situation. What a joke! What a ridiculous human being! This white man is just as disgusting as that violent black guy. He is pitiful. God will not be happy with you if you hide a thief from the authorities. Yes, God will in fact punish you for doing that. God will also punish you if you protect criminals who are being disruptive and causing people harm. And despite the fact that the white guy was trying to play Good Samaritan, even when that was not required, considering the situation, the person who was being helped still reacted like the complete piece of trash that he is. He took the water bottle, emptied the water on his face, but instead of returning the bottle of water back to the person with a face of gratitude, he slammed the bottle on the floor and kept on acting erratic. In fact, I found it quite astonishing that he didn't attack that white soy boy, okay, after using his water. I was even expecting him to attack. Yes, and that says a lot.
Non sposa mai nessuno. Qua figli così. Io non sposa nessuno così. Io non sposa
no, invece no. Ho tutto il diritto di fare. Calma. Posso evitare poveri? Calma. Secondo me sta fatta sicuramente, però il discorso che loro gli hanno spuzzato qualcosa in faccia che non so cosa. Chiaramente il tipo si è alterato proprio, ha iniziato ad agitarsi.
At least I'm happy he was subdued and arrested by the police, because in some part of Europe, he might be getting a free pass. Yes, that is the truth. The police did a pathetic job though. Yes, they did. They didn't even appear properly prepared or properly trained to take down this type of nuisance, this type of threat, okay? But at least I am consoled by the fact that they are not fat. It would have been a total burden and a total disaster had they been fat. This is not an attack on fat people, but I strongly believe that law enforcement officers, especially those in active duty, need to be fit for their jobs, because as you can see, the streets ain't funny. It took about 9 police officers and several other military guys to subdue this guy. Imagine the kind of danger, imagine the kind of dangerous threat this guy is for the entire public. The description says he destroys cars and attacks people while shouting Allah Akbar. This is Giorgia Meloni's Italy. Nothing has changed. Mass deportations are an unfulfilled promise. To be fair though, I won't totally blame the Prime Minister for this problem, okay? She didn't create this problem, but she has done a lot trying to stop it. She is curbing undocumented immigration. She is doing her best, but the powers that be is strongly opposing her hard work. Believe me when I tell you this. Giorgia Meloni rose to power, promising to restore Italy's sovereignty and end the mass illegal crossings that have turned the Mediterranean Sea into an open door, okay? Her message was clear. Stop the boats and defend Italy's borders. But even as she pushes for tighter controls, Italy is still receiving tens of thousands of arrivals every year. Many undocumented, many with no clear asylum claim, okay? The problem is not just local, it is structural, okay? Italy is part of the European Union, you know that. And Brussels often dictates how member states must handle migration. When Rome tries to detain or deport migrants, EU courts and bureaucratic institutions often step in, citing humanitarian or legal obligations. That leaves Italy caught between domestic outrage and international pressure, okay? Now, the uncomfortable truth is this. Italy doesn't fully control its borders. Under European Union law, asylum seekers who set foot on Italian soil are technically entering the EU, and the country is legally bound to process them, whether they like it or not. The EU's so-called solidarity system means Italy has to carry much of the burden, hosting camps, processing claims, and often releasing people who disappear into the population without a trace. When Meloni tried to sign bilateral deals with African nations to stop the flow, Brussels pushed back, okay, saying that such policies must align with EU law. And when Italy refused migrant ships in 2023, the EU threatened fines and diplomatic pressure. So yes, there are forces inside Europe preventing Italy from fully defending its own borders. Diversity has never been strength. It has never been. Allahu Akbar has never been an Italian thing. But now, Italians are hearing it every single day. Unity, not diversity, is the foundation of strength. When people share a language, a culture, and a sense of national pride, they protect each other subconsciously. When that unity is replaced by imported division, the very fabric of society begins to tear. We often hear things like, diversity is our strength, but that is not true. Diversity by itself doesn't build a nation. Shared purpose does. What unites a country is a common language, civic duty, and love for home. Italy's real strength is the unity of its people, their culture, their neighborhoods, their sense of belonging. Immigration can enrich a nation only when newcomers adopt those same values and obey the law. Because without unity, diversity turns into fragmentation, which is what we just witnessed happening in this video. Italy needs to act, and she needs to act fast. There isn't much time left, okay? And remember, because it is very important, diversity is not any country's strength. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.